Geneva College trekked to the Volunteer State to take on Division II's #1 ranked team, Carson Newman, in the first ever Smoky Mountain Kickoff Classic. The Bald Eagles of Carson Newman did not disappoint. T. Martin galloped for a pair of first quarter scores as the Bald Eagles raced to a 41-0 halftime advantage. The GT defense pitched a shutout in the second half behind strong performances by Adam Slocum and Mike Rebar. Meanwhile, Justin Myers and John Stevens propelled the GTs to a sustained scoring drive. Leif Ellis' TD burst from 2 yards out provided far too little, far too late, as the talented Bald Eagles of Carson Newman dealt the GTs a 41-7 opening night loss. Week 2 pitted Geneva College against NAIA newcomer St. Francis of Illinois in a non-conference game. Vince Guido and the GTs made a stunning first impression on the Saints. Melvin Cobbs punctuated Guido's return on the second play from scrimmage to put Geneva up 7-0. But St. Francis answered with a drive of their own to knot the score at the half. Geneva's offense, quiet for much of the contest, went on an impressive 99-yard march early in the fourth quarter. Justin Myers' 1-yard plunge gave the GTs a 6-point advantage.
Yards. 99 yards. 99 yards. Come on, baby, we're gonna tee it up. Tee it up. 99 yards. That's a great job.
But again, the Saints of St. Francis answered with a drive of their own to hand Geneva their second loss of the season.
Contain. Let's go, baby. This starts. Come on.
Geneva College traveled to the Bluegrass State to battle 1-0 Cumberland. Quarterback Justin Myers took the opportunity to rewrite Geneva's record book on a postcard Saturday afternoon. However, it was Geneva's ground game that powered the GT's attack in the first half, with Melvin Cobbs doing most of the damage. Geneva rode Cobb's coattails to a 21-7 lead at the break. Cumberland owned the third quarter, scoring twice to pull within 2. But the fourth quarter belonged to Myers as the savvy senior converted touchdown tosses of 34, 13, and 6 yards, tying the all-time career touchdown record of 62 in the process. The 42-19 win halted Geneva's 2-game skid and put the GTs back on track. Mike Rebar and the GTs eyed the Tigers of Iowa Wesleyan with bad intentions. The Geneva defense set the tone, limiting their guests to just 218 yards and no offensive scores. Punctuated the effort with a second quarter interception returned for a touchdown. On offense, Justin Myers' first quarter touchdown toss to Marco Thomas made him Geneva's all-time touchdown pass leader with 64. Myers added a second quarter TD toss to Jason Candle for good measure.
Justin Myers looks downfield, fires the ball to number 7, Jason Candle, touchdown, Geneva College.
Geneva rediscovered its running game with hard-charging Melvin Cobbs, garnering 150 yards on 24 attempts. Thomas put the finishing touches on a superb team effort with an 85-yard kickoff return to start the second half as the GTs tamed the Iowa Wesleyan Tigers 31-7.
Go, Melvin, go, run, run, run.
Melvin Cobbs, please. You're showing no mercy.
Quick step drop. The one-handed catch by Marco Thomas. He breaks free at the 45. To the midfield stripe down the right sideline at the 30. East to the 20. It's a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Geneva.
What a great throw. What a great catch, Jim.
Touchdown pass to number 4, John Stevens.
Fires the ball to 7, Jason Kendall. Touchdown, Geneva College.
Second down and short, and Reuben Jackson in the backfield gets the carry, spins it up the middle. He's inside the 10, nearly went the distance for a touchdown.
Geneva touchdown.
He has broken his single-game rushing mark for the second time in 3 weeks.
Off the right tackle, getting the first down and more. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Geneva and Melvin Cobb. Three-step drop, Myers end zone, touchdown to John Stevens, the tight end. And Geneva's within a point of time this foot. He reversed this side at the 25 to the 20. Down the right sideline, he's to the 10-yard line. He's inside the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Melvin Cobbs and Geneva. And he is approaching rapidly 200 yards rushing in the first half.
Looking into the end zone. He's got time. He fires. It is caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Jason Kendall. What a great drive by Geneva.
In the middle. Got a receiver again. Sullivan caught. It's caught inside the 15-yard line.
It was Marco Thomas.
20 to the 15 to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Geneva. Geneva with the touchdown, and Melvin Cobbs from 32 yards out. Straight back, looking right side flank. It is caught by Marco Thomas. He slips the tackle at the 45 to the 50. Down the right sideline at the 35.
What a senior year he's having. Melvin Cobbs is having a lot of fun running the football.
Go, run, hurry up and get the first down. Run.
If the line creates the hole, Melvin Cobbs will find it, and they did create the hole.
On Myers, right side for the end zone. In the end zone, it is caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Geneva. Marco Thomas again.
You can bury the Corvettes they catch of 2 years ago. Art, this crowd is stunned.
The GTs travel to the Hoosier State to take on the Cougars of St. Francis. The GTs wasted little time getting on the scoreboard, with Melvin Cobbs capping the drive from 34 yards out. But from that point on, the bottom dropped out on the GTs, with St. Francis rattling off 49 unanswered points. Melvin Cobbs and Marco Thomas provided the highlights for the GTs, with Thomas hauling in 9 passes and Cobbs rushing for 185 yards. The disappointing 56-26 loss leaves the GTs bewildered, but not yet out of the conference race. Running back Melvin Cobbs turned Geneva's soggy homecoming encounter with Malone into his personal showcase. Cobbs twisted, danced, and dashed to a school record 217 yards and a pair of scores. Meanwhile, defensive coordinator Frank Bowers' charges atoned for a spotty performance at St. Francis, limiting the Pioneers to just 175 yards and a single field goal. Malone went home with their third consecutive loss as Geneva put a 17-3 homecoming hurting on the Pioneers. Under threatening Indiana skies, the GTs took on 18th-ranked Tri-State in a game which held conference championship implications. Melvin Cobbs got the GTs untracked early, setting up a Myers to Candle touchdown pass on Geneva's first possession. The Geneva defense then took over, muffling the Thunder for the first 30 minutes. However, Geneva failed to capitalize on several forays into Thunder territory, misfiring on a pair of field goals and fumbling away another scoring opportunity. The Thunder cracked Geneva's end zone with a block punt to tie the score at 7 in the second quarter. Geneva rallied to take a halftime lead on a Myers to Mike Sullivan touchdown toss. Jason Gill countered a Tri-State touchdown with a 42-yard field goal in the third quarter to stake the GTs to a 3-point lead at the end of 3. But Tri-State put on a punishing touchdown drive in the waning minutes of the game to take a 21-17 lead with 55 seconds remaining. The GTs refused to surrender as an interference call coupled with a 45-yard Marco Thomas reception put Geneva in scoring position. Justin Myers completed the fantastic finish with a 15-yard touchdown pass to Thomas with just 7 seconds remaining. Geneva's thrilling 24-21 win over Tri-State was one for the ages. 1, 2, 3, On another rain-splashed Saturday evening at Breeze Field, Gino DeMarco and the Golden Tornadoes faced off with another NAIA Top 25 counterpart. This time, Demetrius Harris and Walsh brought their lofty credentials to Beaver Falls. Geneva looked like the high-octane Golden Tornadoes of old, exploding for 415 first-half yards. Senior tailback Melvin Cobbs took the opportunity to break Geneva's single-game rushing record for the second time in 3 weeks with an incredible 261 yards on 32 carries, including 2 scores. Meanwhile, Justin Myers was busy rewriting another chapter in the record book as well, as his 16 of 26 performance made him Geneva's all-time passing yardage leader. On defense, Jeff Mihawk and Mike Rebar led a spirited effort to send the Cavaliers packing with their second loss of the season. In the end, Myers and Cobbs proved far too much for the overwhelmed Cavaliers as the GTs rolled to a 42-20 win over Walsh. Big stick on the quarterback. It's a sack. Number 55, it's Marlon Thomas. Zach Price for the Golden Tornadoes, number 21.
Every single play.
Remaining in the first
I don't care what the score is, it's 0-0 up there. Every single play.
Fumbles it into the end zone. There's a scramble for the football, and it's going to be recovered by Geneva for a touchback.
Coming to the field. Field. Got him. He's cut. Ball. Yeah. That's a great play.
Here's the new quarterback who's just checked into the contest. Intercepted by Zach Price. He's going to go the distance down the way, waiting for the touchdown at the 32-yard line. He's gone. Wow.
I want a shutout today. I want them demoralized. On every single snap. You guys better be getting it done or you're coming out of the game. You understand? They got the ball. Let's go.
Flaring it out, left side, incomplete. Bone-jarring tackle over there by Sammy Costa on the intended receiver, who was hit. There's Jeff Mihawk again, the senior out of Boardman, Ohio, 6 foot and 240, leading tackler on the Geneva football team.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch for all of College Hill in Beaver Falls, PA.
Michael Rebar with the pick at the 45 and the return to put Geneva in good position.
Good job, Adam! Leonard's gonna kill the kid.
Wesleyan going deep. Aaron Slocum coming down with a football. What a great play by Aaron Slocum.
Jace McClain.
The GTs have playoffs on their mind as they visit MEAC rival Tiffin. But the Dragons counter a Melvin Cobb's touchdown with 3 of their own to take a 21-7 second quarter lead. But lightning strikes quickly for Geneva as Justin Myers finds Marco Thomas for a spectacular 76-yard touchdown. Geneva closes out the first half with a drive capped off by another Myers touchdown toss, this one to John Stevens. Tiffin seizes the lead early in the second half on a 39-yard field goal by Brett Niedenoff. Brian Dunkel counters a Tiffin score with a 2-yard touchdown to keep the GTs in striking range. As he has done all year long, Justin Myers rallies Geneva to the winning score. Another touchdown toss to Marco Thomas, this one accounting for 29 yards. The Geneva defense takes over, dousing the Dragons' playoff hopes. A late Jason Gill field goal puts the finishing touches on a 37-31 Geneva win and keeps the GTs on track for a playoff position. On a sun-soaked senior day at Breeze Field, the GTs played with pride and passion for the young men who would play their last home game. On offense, Justin Myers, Melvin Cobbs, Mike Sullivan, Dave Murray, Dave Petrus, Leif Ellis, and John Stevens made the most of their final appearance. Cobbs rushed for 2 TDs, and Myers threw for 3 more as the GT smacked visiting Urbana. On defense, Jeff Mihawk and Zach Price led a spirited effort as the GTs forced 5 turnovers and stifled Urbana's passing attack. Geneva's 5th win in a row left the GTs with an impressive 7-3 mark. But on the outside looking in at the NAIA playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. To round out the 1999 season, the Golden Tornadoes received an invitation to the Victory Bowl, which is the National Christian College Athletic Association Championship against Mid-America Nazarene of Kansas. Geneva got out of the gates early, taking a 9-0 lead on a 7-yard Justin Myers to Jason Candle touchdown pass and a Jason Gill 27-yard field goal. But on this day, Mid-American Nazarene proved to be a formidable opponent. The Pioneers scored twice in the 2nd quarter to move in front 10-9 by halftime. In the 3rd quarter, Melvin Cobb's 4-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion run put Geneva ahead 17-10. But after 2 more Mid-American Nazarene touchdowns, the Golden Tornadoes found themselves down 24-17. Geneva snatched victory from the jaws of defeat by scoring twice in the opening minute of the 4th quarter. Running back Reuben Jackson scored on a 20-yard run. Zach Price's interception and 2 subsequent unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on Mid-American Nazarene set up Cobb's 15-yard game-winning touchdown run. Geneva's defense came up big. The Golden Tornado defense stifled Mid-American Nazarene quarterback Jeremy Mills. On the day, Mills was only 12 of 31 for 171 yards with 5 interceptions. Mills threw only 5 interceptions in the 10 previous regular season games. Mike Rebar sealed the victory, forcing Mid-America to turn the ball over on downs at the Geneva 25-yard line. Final score, Geneva 31, Mid-American Nazarene 26. After beginning the season 0-2, the Golden Tornadoes rallied to an 8-3 record in 1999, finishing the season with a 6-game winning streak and captured their 2nd consecutive Victory Bowl championship.